Your turn. Would you like me to repeat the question?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I just want to tell you another story. I was, back in August, lucky enough to go down and see our governor speak in Jonesboro. And it was a kind of a meet and greet for him. And I was standing in the audience after he was done. He was working his way through, going to greet everybody on his way out. And a person came up to me and asked me how my campaign for district attorney was going. And the governor was maybe 10 feet away from me, and he was looking in the other direction. His head snapped around, he looked at me, he walked right over to me. He grabbed me by the arm, he says, "I need to talk to you." He pulled me over to the side and he said, "We have a real problem with the Hancock County District Attorney's Office. It's a real problem, and if there's anything I can do to help you, let me know." Because they have dismissed, lost, or pled down over 60% of their domestic violence cases. That's what he told me. We need to make sure that plea bargains are done with a careful decision making. We need to make sure that we look at whether or not it's a one-time event or if it's a chronic domestic violence type situation, because those two types of cases are very different. If you have two people who have always been get along fine and they get a pushing and shoving match on one occasion, that type of person should be dealt with differently than the type of chronic, abusive, everyday thing that you think of when you think about domestic violence. Things I would change: we would make sure that we interview witnesses on every case and continue to interview them throughout the process to make sure that nothing changes, to make sure that their abuser isn't influencing in some way, and we would identify the true domestic violence cases. Now, I think